Today we have member statements by the honourable members for the District of Harbour Main, Windsor Lake, St. John's Centre, Topsail Paradise, at Placentia West, Bellevue. The honourable member for Harbour Main.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is an honor to be in this House and share with all honourable members the remarkable accomplishments of a Sea Cadet in my district of Harbour Main. Chief Petty Officer First Class James House, who resides in Harbour Main, is a cadet with 251 Southern Cross Sea Cadets. Mr. Speaker, the cadet program aims to develop youth ages 12 to 18 in the attributes of good citizenship, leadership, physical fitness, and stimulate an interest of youth in the sea, army, and air activities of the Canadian Armed Forces. The program is funded by the Department of National Defence in partnership with the Navy League of Canada and the Army and Air Cadet Leagues of Canada. Mr. Speaker, there are approximately 53,000 cadets right across this country. Chief Petty Officer First Class James House has recently been awarded the Navy League Division Cadet of the Year for the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, the National Royal Canadian Legion Cadet of the Year, and the Royal Canadian Legion Medal of Excellence. I ask all members to join me in congratulating James House, who is also in his first year at Memorial University pursuing an engineering degree. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member for Windsor Lake.
Mr. Speaker, I want to acknowledge the Tim Hortons at 10 Tailwind Drive, Airport Heights, in my district of Windsor Lake, who raised a record-breaking $12,972 in Smile Cookie sales for our province. A portion of the proceeds went to the Rainbow Riders, an organization which provides an inclusive environment that allows children and adults with varying physical, emotional, cognitive, or social disabilities or diagnoses in a Learn to Ride program. The Gathering Place is a community health center committed to building community by promoting equality and providing food, clothing, shelter, medical and dental assistance and counseling services to vulnerable individuals within our city and province. We're the other beneficiary of these sales. Thank you to those that purchased cookies. I was one of them, for your generosity and support in making 2020 Tim Hortons Smile Cookie campaign a huge success throughout Newfoundland and Labrador.
The honourable member for St. John's Centre.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Muhammad Ali said, "Even the greatest was once a beginner. Don't be afraid to take that first step." This summer, with bank financing and the support of the City of St. John's, the Avalon Minor Hockey Association, or AMHA, took a first step in making hockey more affordable and accessible for families when it proudly completed the purchase of Fillion Gardens in my district. Historically, the AMHA was the province's only association renting ice from a for-profit company and paid the highest ice time rates in minor hockey, resulting in the highest youth hockey registration fees in the province. The purchase of Fillion Gardens allows them to control its destiny and promote the growth of hockey, access prime ice times at favorable rates, access government funding and support programs. Most of all, long-term debt-free ownership will allow the AMHA to lower operating costs and ice time rates and significantly reduce registration fees, something the association hopes to achieve in 5 to 7 years. I ask that members join me in congratulating Mark Sexton, the executive and the staff of AMHA on their purchase of Fillion Gardens, and in wishing them well as they prepare to welcome the first kids to their new rink this Monday, October 5th. Thank you.
The honourable member for Topsail Paradise.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, while there have been negative stories during COVID-19 pandemic, there are also some positive things that have happened in response in the district of Topsail Paradise. Mr. Speaker, the district of Topsail Paradise has its own amazing Spider-Man. Mr. Robbie Griffiths of Paradise had been getting plenty of attention for his efforts to put a smile on people's faces during the pandemic in an effort to change the conversation. Robbie, in his off time, had been donning a Spider-Man suit and prowling the streets of Paradise where kids were on the lookout. From a safe distance, he greeted the children and sometimes posed with them for photos. One of the people that Spider-Man met was Toby, son of Paradise resident Stephanie Wood. Miss Wood describes her son as mildly obsessed with Spider-Man, and as a result of that meeting, she has a video of Toby and Spider-Man dancing the floss. Stephanie said Robbie did this simply because he wanted to make people smile and create some light in a very dark time. Mr. Speaker, I ask all members to join me in thanking Mr. Griffiths, also known as the Amazing Spider-Man, for putting smiles on everyone's faces.
The Honourable Member for Placentia West Bellevue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I speak today of a courageous man, a man with great determination and community spirit, to tell you of an accomplishment of Mr. Kevin Parsons of Black River Swift Current. from the beautiful district of Placentia West Bellevue, not Cape St. Francis. Kevin is the chairperson of the Discovery Health Care Foundation and was disappointed that COVID had canceled all their fundraising efforts for 2020. But this was not going to stop Kevin. He presented his idea to the board on August 27th. The idea was for him to walk from his home in Black River, Swift Current, on the Bjorn Peninsula, to the hospital in Clarenville, a distance of 52 kilometers. The financial goal was set at $1,000 for each kilometer, bringing the goal total to $52,000. The fundraising campaign was dubbed Walk for Healthcare 2020. The date was special to Kevin. It coincided with the birthday of his late brother, Terry. On September 26, Kevin set off to meet his goals. He was joined by his brother Michael and his nephew Mitchell the first 23 kilometers. Jim Wall walked 20 kilometers, and his beautiful wife Gracie Parsons walked 30 kilometers as well. I am pleased to say that the goal was surpassed and continues to grow past $60,000. I ask this honorable House to join me in appreciation and show appreciation to Mr. Kevin Parsons, his walking team, and the Discovery Healthcare Foundation on their successful fundraiser. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.